going on, people? Welcome to the start of Season 4 in Episode 40, rather fitting, of the Sheffield Wednesday career mode here on FIFA 24. It's not even called that, is it? FC 24. I hope you're doing well. And we are at the start of the season, as you can see. We have Brentford away on opening day. And, well, the summer hasn't been that busy, actually. We've, I think, sold 4 players, loaned out 1, we've signed 3, so it's not been mad busy, and we haven't had many bids for players really that I can think of. We did discuss one bid, we did negotiate a bid for Lucas Perez, I think to Sevilla as well, considering they signed Leif Davis off us last season, but they weren't willing to pay as much as we wanted, so he's staying. I'm by no means very happy with that, but they were willing to pay good money. So let's just show you then, just straight away, what business has been done by us this summer then. So we start from top to bottom. I mean, spoilers ahead, but yes, we did sign Elias Salah on a permanent deal. £19 million he has cost us from Sevilla. And yeah, he was in the door. Very happy with that to get it done. As we thought, Michael Cooper, as he submitted a transfer request, Leeds literally came in with a bid on the first day of the season, literally July 1st, they bid for him. 10.3 million. We did have a late bid from Mallorca, but he'd already decided to go to Leeds. So, yeah, that was that done. But for £10 million, certainly not a bad deal. We then picked up Ruben Blanco as our new backup keeper on a free. I did have some other options on there. Lucas Chevalier, who's a young French keeper. Well, he's grown a bit now. I think he's like 24 or something in this stage. But he was 84 rated. But he would have cost like £30 million, which was pretty much my budget. I got given 47 million at the start of the season. But then, yeah, obviously signing Salah and then selling Cooper. I think I had about 34 million in the bank. I didn't really want to blow that all on a keeper considering we had Trafford. Yes, Chevalier would have been a massive upgrade at 84 rated, but I was kind of happy with Trafford, so I didn't want to go and blow all my money on a new keeper. So Blanco was there as a free. I think what I'm going to do now is kind of just sign old goalkeepers on free transfers, to be honest, if we're looking for backups, because we've had this problem already with a couple of goalkeepers not being happy. So yeah, we'll just, yeah. But Blanco's good. I mean, he's 76 rated. Yeah, he's earning 30 grand a week, but he's more than capable as a backup goalkeeper, so I'm more than happy to give him that. A lot of players earning around 30 grand a week now. We've upped our highest paid player ever so slightly. We sold Piers Charles as we said we would. It was time for him to go. He's gone to Le Havre for just over 1.6 million. We then sold Bailey Cadamarteri as well. He's gone to Hull for £3 million. So probably a good championship striker, I would say now. Maybe sort of, I don't know, maybe sort of like bottom half mid-table championship striker. But he's gone to Hull for £3 million. I think Norwich bid for him as well. Or no, Watford, but he went to Hull. And Million Man Hoof, our new highest paid player, has joined from Stoke for £10.8 million. Earning 37.5 grand a week. Our highest paid previously was 35. So it's because he wanted a release clause of 27 million, and I said no. So he upped his wage demands. But more than happy to get this guy in. Look at those stats: acceleration 90, sprint speed 86. They weren't the determining factor. I had a lot of players on my shortlist. I had quite a few youngsters on my shortlist as well. The likes of Jason Adai, who I think's at Arsenal, but is in France in this save. And there was a couple of others. I tried to loan the Australian kiddie at Barcelona. It was like Nestori Irincuda or something like that. I wanted to loan him in for the season, but they wouldn't let me loan him. So, yeah, I opted for Manhoof. I've always been quite sort of excited by this guy in career mode. So, yeah, definitely glad to get him in. And mad thing is, he's not even going to be a starter at this point. He's just coming in as, he'll settle first, and I won't imagine it'll be long before he finds himself in the team. But yeah, Manhoef is in. Decent price as well, I think, sort of £10.8 million. Roman Sanders was the kiddie from the academy that we pinpointed last season. He's gone out on loan to Trabzonspor. He's already grown by 2, and we've not even kicked the ball competitively yet this season, so he could get some mad growth out of Trabzonspor. And then most recently we sold Jan Poveda as we got in Manhoef. We said in the season roundup last season, I wasn't sure what to do with Poveda, and I decided after bringing in Manhoef that we've sold Poveda. He's gone to Leicester. He actually could have gone to Leicester or Porto, but he's opted to go for Leicester. So yeah, that's all the business we've done at this moment in time. I don't think I'm looking to sell anyone. No, there's no one else. I'm just consulting my spreadsheet. There's certainly no one that I'm looking to sell at this point. If we have a look at the team, this is what it looks like. So exactly what it looked like at the end of last season. Obviously, bar Mascara. He's back on the bench because Alvarez is back. You see Manhoef is there on the bench. So yeah, that's how we're going to operate for the time being. Plenty of players, as you may well see, in the last years of their contract. So Cannon, Skov, Osho, Windass. Windass, we said about getting rid of. He's actually retiring at the end of the season, so he'll stick around. And Will Hughes. And more than likely will offer Cannon and Skov new contracts. Osho and Hughes, we'll have to wait and see. I am actually on the lookout for another central midfielder, see if we can't bolster that area. You know, it's not a needs must. If we find the right player, then we'll bring them in, but I'm not desperate to replace anybody in this squad. We've filled out the scouting system and the youth scout system, so you can see fully blessed with scouts now. We're covering England, Spain, Italy, Germany and France, of course, all the big leagues around Europe, and we always have one who's able to scout for frees. And the youth staff as well, we have a full complement of youth scouts, and we are scouting England, because of course we're scouting Scotland. So when it comes to youth scouts, I like to try and keep it, well, I have done certainly last year with Posh. It was a good idea to kind of keep it tied to Peterborough, for example. So I think we looked at Scotland because some of their big, either whether it's club legends or all-time appearance makers sort of thing, big players in those regards. Some of them were Scottish for Peterborough. Likes of, I think about some of their best players, Craig McHale-Smith. Was it George? What's his name? The left winger. Was it George? His surname began with a B, I'm fairly sure. But yeah, that guy who wore the headband. And older players as well. Sheffield Wednesday, I do it's blasphemy, had kind of the same. When I looked it up, their all-time appearance maker from the early 20th century was Scottish, and also Liam Palmer plays for Scotland, and he's one of the certainly in the modern era, I think the big most all-time appearance maker. So that makes sense. And then I looked down the list, and there wasn't really many different nationalities. England mainly, and then Scottish. Des Walker was there. Transfer Market had him listed as part Jamaican, which I wasn't sure. I looked up him on Wikipedia. It said nothing about Jamaican on there. He's born in Hackney or something, and was a youth player at Spurs before then, obviously going on to Forest and Sheffield Wednesday and stuff. So I dismissed that link, but then that beanpole striker that they had is Adji Nui or something like that was there fairly recently. He was there for 7 years and made almost 300 appearances. So I was like, okay, that could be a bit of fun. We've gone for Austria. So I looked him up. He was born in Kosovo. He now plays for the Kosovo national team. Kosovo aren't in FIFA, but he did play for the Austrian youth teams. That's why I've picked Austria. So, yeah, that's just a bit of background on that. Also, I've signed a few more players to our academy. Right, this guy, he's got 83 to 94 potential, but he's only 41 rated. He can play centre-back, right-back, left-back, centre-mid. But if you look at his stats, I'm training him to be a left-mid. Got very good agility, very good balance, decent, obviously as you can see, not bad pace stats, good ball control, and good dribbling. That screams to me like winger. If he's is like agile is his best ability, that kind of screams winger. Good ball, good control and good dribbling. So why he's listed as a centre back, we'll see how he goes. But the same with this guy from Austria. Listed as a centre back with right back, but 77 to 94 potential. But then again, you look at his stats. I'm trading him to be a left mid as well, even though he is 6 foot. But dribbling stood out there again. Very agile, not bad pace, ball control, curve, dribbling, free kick accuracy. Again, just screams winger to me. So why there? And this guy as well. He brought in, but he again a winger. And he's got the stats to be a winger. He hasn't got many stats. He's got very good potential, but absolutely terrible overall. So yeah, we'll see how Schneider and McKenzie get on once they've converted. It'd be quite funny if they jump up like 20 odd ratings or something stupid. But that is the state of play with the start of this season. As I said, we got about 20 million in the coffers. So if we can find the right player in central midfield, had a whole heap of free agents again on my list, but all were snapped up because they all wanted too many wages as far as I was concerned. But today, if we have a look at what is to come today, we will just complete. It's going to be a long episode, so I hope you're in for the ride. I hope you're going to enjoy it. If you are, pop a like on there for me, subscribe to the channel. We're going to play all the league games. The penultimate 2 games of last season are 2 of our first 3 games this season. Start with Brentford away. We'll then play Bournemouth at home, who are promoted back to this level. We'll sim the cup game against Watford. We'll play Sheffield United, and then we will have deadline day. And you might notice as well wearing the old Peterborough shirt in the Sheffield Wednesday video. But got to support the boys. But what a save that was last year. Right, anyway, new season, but you know the lineup. Let's see if we can't start the season with a win, shall we? And of course, to make this intro even longer, we have a press conference. Actually, I'll go through the objectives after this game. Can you finish in the top half this season? The players are certainly good enough. We could have done it last season, but a terrible last few games really didn't help us. Why are you sticking with Salah? He needs to play games to get his form back. Absolutely. It's a big fixture to kick off the new season. What are you expecting for the Brentford game? I want a good performance, obviously. That goes without saying. You want a good performance in every game. But yeah, so if I think about it, let me just show you the objectives. And basically, youth development. We've done a lot of these already. Sign 1 player in your youth academy that's a defender. Sign at least 2 players younger than 20 with a potential greater average. I actually completed that by signing Salah. So, yeah, that was quite cool. Long term, within 2 seasons, sign 1 youth player to the senior team, play them in 5 matches. That should be fairly achievable. Maybe if Sanders comes back next season. Exposure, sign 1 young player. We've done that already. Get 7 games with at least 1 goal scored in away games. So that should be achievable for sure. Financial, sell 2 players and sign 1 crucial player to replace them for this season without any entrance. So we've done 2 out of 3. So we sold 2 players. But we don't need to sign a crucial player apparently. Domestic success, they want us to finish mid-table, but that is a very low priority and reach the round of 16. So as long as we don't get relegated, we should be absolutely fine. But yeah, I've waffled on for far too long at the start of this video. Let's go ahead. Right, let's go. Just realised 8 minutes into the first half that I didn't actually show you the Brentford team. So playing a back 6, they've got Flecken in goal. A back 6 of Oyegoke, Ayer, Kirk, Jack, Vandenberg and Gaia, with Janelt Holding, Conor Gallagher and Joel Linton in the middle, Gyökeres and Destan up front. Damsgaard on the bench, Kenneth Taylor, Barr is there. Barr's a new signing, I know, for them. So yeah, that's the Brentford team. I can't believe that completely slipped my mind to even show you that team, but now I've disrupted our momentum, so what's the odds of us probably conceding at this point? Or thankfully, that is straight at James Trafford. Lovely ball from Salah now to Perez. Oh, Barrios. He's got away from his man now. Can he get away from Ayat? That's the chop back. Puxtas. Again, we'll get this back. Fernandinho. Berger needs to provide an option and has. Sanderberg will go a long way here. Sanderberg. Oh, and it's just flashed it past the far post. Had to go on his own, Sanderberg, because there was not really an option providing itself. But my word, it almost paid off for him. Almost a brilliant solo goal. Closest any team has come so far. That might even be the first shot on goal in this game. Oh, Yoki has got away from his man here. Well, that is half time, and that is one of the most boring first halves you'll ever watch. We've had a couple of strikes at goal, both from Sanderberg. Brentford haven't had a shot yet, I don't think. Oh, they might have done actually, but it was a half chance at best that really didn't trouble Trafford. Yeah, not the best half of football, it must be said. And now, oh, it's a nice block back there from Perez. Got the wrong side of his man though. Puxtas is there helping out. Does well. Oh, it's a nice snapshot from Janelt. And Trafford does well to get down low and get that away. Good save as well. He pushed that well away. And now Berg. Salah. There goes the full-time whistle. And that game is best described as an absolute stalemate. Really boring game. Good. There was a couple of chances either side, but nothing happened really whatsoever of note. So a point is a point on the road. We'll take it. Well, that's an interesting bid from Brighton. If they pay top half, I'll let him go. If they pay top half, but it has to be top half. They've already put in a decent opening bid. 23.5 million and he's yours. No, that's fine. And Skov has peaked already, I'm assuming. He has indeed. Oh, it's another one. Another bid has come in. And they've already gone above market value. I would take close to 30 for him, I would be honest. I mean, of course, we'll try and get top end, but Barrios might be on his way. The club captain, considering we picked him up for free. See if they'll offer us full whack. They're sticking at the 21. We'll just keep barring with them then. They come up a little bit. They've come up, what, 2.7? They go 28.5. I'll accept it. No. Alright, cool. That's fine. Certainly sad. Not sad. Not sad to... It would certainly be sad to lose him. I'm not in the, not looking to sell him. But if we can get good money for these players, then, it makes sense by all means. So for the second game of the episode then, this is how our visitors Bournemouth line up for the first home game of the season. Gorta in goal, our back four of Teze, Ronnie Edwards, hero of the channel, Senesi and Ben Greenwood at left back, Tyler Adams and Kilkenny in the middle, Favourite on the right, Jaden Anthony on the left, and Listes in behind Sasha Kalajic. Got Traore on the bench, Cliver is there, Wout Faz. Travers is a keeper we've looked at a number of times. We've made one change. I'm going to try Mosquera in at centre-half and Alvarez at left-back, just because I remember how good Mosquera was towards the end of last season. So we haven't played Alvarez at left-back yet. I'm going to give him a try, drop Perez, and see how we get on there, because I really enjoyed Mosquera. Good trickery from the Bournemouth winger. Well, it's Teze actually. He's got in behind Alvarez. And what? Oh my word. I don't know if Trafford's tipped that onto the post or that's hit the post and then hit Trafford. The main thing is it hasn't hit the back of our net at this moment in time. But we're going to... Well, Puxtas has done well there. Trying to battle again. He's actually going to give away the free kick in there. The referee deemed it too rough. His attempt to get the ball there. And it's going to be Fev. Maybe to not this short. He has done indeed to Kilkenny. It's out to Tyler Adams, and Mascara is in there with a block again, and that's why we bring him into the team. And now Salah waiting for a pass. He finds it in Barrios, but Teze is there. Cut this one back. Maybe not. We'll go to Alvarez. Potentially get a ball in. We'll try and find the back post, and the man is there. And Fernandinho gets on the end of that. He opens his account for the season. And well, a left-footed cross. How many times do we go down wide? Go wide down the side of the pitch. Apparently, words are hard today. Go down the wing and then cut back. When now Alvarez is there, whips a ball in. It's a fantastic cross to find Fernandinho unmarked at the far post. Ben Greenwood has not covered himself in glory there. It's a simple header. Nothing Travers could do. And well, that's proper old school football. But it still works. Scov will win that. And that should be half time. And it is. It's 1-0. But Bournemouth are making this a lot harder than I thought they would, to be honest, especially as a newly promoted side. Maybe they've still got that momentum. I think they did win their opening game of the season, which would explain a lot, but they've still just got a lot of a zip and buzz about them. But Barrios has done really well here. He's carried this a long way. Oh, Nino's robbed his man. He's done really well here. Fernandinho, could he be in to bury the game? He has done a superb finish into the far top corner from Fernandinho. A goal of his own doing. I had to be patient. Bournemouth just keeping the ball so well. But we're tracking them, pressing them. Fernandinho eventually manages to steal the ball off of Senesi, I think. And then into the area. Just rifles that across the keeper. Travers no chance. Fernandinho at the double. This game will finish in a Sheffield Wednesday win. Bournemouth playing it around nicely, but again, nice little play and interchange around the sort of the middle of the park, but not really getting it into areas, certainly in the last 20 minutes or so, that can hurt us. Although saying that, it's a lovely turn, and Trafford is able to just comfortably palm that one over. The keeper's up, but it's all too little too late, I think, for Bournemouth. It's a good header away. We can't quite get on the end of that one. Can we push out, please? Sanderberg, that's a lovely... Oh, and well, it's been robbed off of him. But the referee is going to give a foul in there. And that will be game. Don't really understand what that was, but there we go. And that will be 3 points against Bournemouth. Our first win of the season. And a very mature performance, I would say, from us. Some really good defending in there. Patient play. We did exactly what we needed to. A very good result. Very happy with that. And we're off the mark for the season. So for this game against Watford away in the Cup, we have gone with a completely rotated side. So this is how we look. Blanco in goal, back four. Ryan's having to play at right back. Keiki and Osho in the middle with Perez at left back. Espria and Hughes in the middle. Manhurst comes in for a debut on the right. Franco in the 10. McAteer on the left with Cantero up top. Hopefully it's enough to get past Watford. It's not. We lose on penalties after drawing 2-2 in a fairly even game. Cantero and Franco with the goals. Well, that's not ideal. Press conference ahead of this Derby Day fixture. Is Nino on his way out? It's up to the players to perform. I wouldn't say that Fernandinho is on his way out, although I have made a change to the team that isn't going to come into effect in this game because tired players. Are you boys ready for the game? We'll play the game, not the occasion. Always an easy answer. Are you looking to sell players? We're strong everywhere. Absolutely. Don't need to sell players really at this moment in time. I was going to try Franco in the 10 and Salah up top just to see how that goes, but Franco's not fit enough to start, so we'll probably just revert back to the way we were. But I liked Mascara in the side, so yeah, I'm kind of happy with that, to be perfectly honest. So yeah, just I think need to take Franco out. I think that's the only change we'll make. Or do we give Manhurst a game? See what he's about. I'm going to give Manhurst a game and see how he plays. Barrios can play in the 10. Might be bold. We'll see how it goes. Right then, against the big rivals Sheffield United at Bramall Lane, this is how they line up with their back six, of course. Kovar in goal, Bogle at right wing back, Ribeiro, Biol and Egan in the centre with Lowe at the left. Vinny Souza holding with Aslani and Hamer ahead of him. Terran Moffi up top with Kristovic. Cameron Archer on the bench, Digne there, Bandier as well. So yeah, not too bad. Not too bad side from them. And as you know, we've kept Mosquera and Alvarez there for now. But yeah, we're going to give Manhurst a game and see how he gets on. Salah, just no space really to get the shot off or get the pass away. Barrios, it's a lovely turn. Barrios tries to beat his man at the trying to beat the keeper at the near post, but Kovar alive to it. Again, Pukstas on the end of it, and this time he will bury it. He's proven himself deadly from corners, and the young American has got another one in front of those travelling fans. That away end will be in raptures, no doubt. The blue end of Bramall Lane. Sheffield United coming forward. Good ball out to Bogle. He's in behind. Jaden Bogle, he's in, and he scored. The right back. Fair play to him. Maybe at fault for our goal, but he certainly made up for it. Just coast past Alvarez like he's not even there. And Jaden Bogle, a former attacking player in his youth, but in real life for Sheffield United, has popped up with a few goals from right back. And he's done it again there. Fair play to him. Manhoof. Salah. Could be in behind. Elias Salah goes for the strike. And Kovar again equal to it. Skov to whip this one in a game. Looking for Pukstas. He can't quite get on the end of it. Manhoof will bring it down. Skov. That one's blocked. Coming forward again here, Sheffield United. Oh, Moffi has just skipped past his man and skipped past another one. And that is a superb finish from Terran Moffi. What can you do about that? Just glanced past, just glided past players like they weren't even there, and then that finish is absolutely sublime. Just a lovely little cut inside, and yeah, bends that into the far top corner. And again, we don't have any luck against Sheffield United. We were winning here last season, ended up bottling it. And now we've done the same thing, taken a lead. And we've ended up bottling it again. We were 1-0 to the good and now 2-1 behind. Barrios has done well. Hassled his man and now it's a 2-on-2 situation. But he could go all the way. Jaime Barrios by himself. He's missed the far post. Not even hit the target there, Jaime Barrios. He's got all the promise and potential in the world, but sometimes he does frustrate when he can't deliver. We've taken 1 point now off of them in 5 games. Oh, that's horrible. A very average start to the season. I don't think especially that performance, I don't think we played that badly, but I mean, to be fair, the winning goal was a moment of quality. You can't take that away from Moffi, but just disappointing. Against of all the teams as well. Just very disappointing. We sit in 10th after that. Bang average start to the episode. Bournemouth have had a good start. We're the only team. Okay, Sheffield United have had a very good start as well. So, actually, you know, the 3 teams we played today have all started fairly well. So, we can't kick ourselves too much. But the performances are there. We just have to turn them into results. But we still have deadline day, of course, to address before looking ahead to next episode. Well, we have an incoming on deadline day. I said I was looking for a central midfielder. We would bring in the right man if we found him. And I feel like this guy might be hopefully will be a good addition to our centre midfield. He's 23 years old. He's from Chile, but we signed him from the same club as Elias Salah, welcome to the team, Vicente Pizarro. £11 he's cost us from Sevilla. So he's 77 overall, 23 years old. I mean, look at the options I had on my shortlist. Milanez there, Oscar. Some of these getting older. Tapia, Calvin Phillips, Lerma, Comisana, Lopi, Rongier, Gibralso. So some really good options there. But yeah, 23 years old. I just thought that Pizarro was a really good option. It'd probably be backup to start with, but I might look to phase him into the team sooner rather than later. Alongside the likes of Pukstas, sorry. But I mean, he's got decent energy in there, good dribbling. He's defensively minded as well. He's not the tallest, but good physical for someone who's not as tall as him. Excellent stamina, good strength. He's not the best going forward, but then defensive awareness is 75. Good control, some excellent long passing. His tackling is really good as well. So, as a defensive-minded player, I don't mind that at all. Can we switch him to a centre mid? It will take 40 weeks. Okay, maybe we don't do that then. But yeah, I feel like that's a really good addition. So yeah, at this moment in time, I'm not looking... Oh wow, that's a big deal. Brahim Diaz to Arsenal for 79 mil. At this moment in time, I'm not looking to do any other business. I'm kind of happy. Plus, we're not blessed with cash anymore. We've got 7 million. So, yeah, we'll... if anything comes in, then we'll address it. But otherwise, again, January comes around. It's probably going to be sort of sell to buy. But we'll see what happens for the rest of the day. Well, we have an out on deadline day. As we bought in Pizarro, it meant that Will Hughes was now, unfortunately, sort of not required. So we have accepted a bid. He's gone to Everton for just over $5.5 million. Fulham also put in a bid for him as well. Now, there might be another out. We've accepted a bid for a player. And I'm going to see, we'll tick forward. I'm not going to go into the news. Is it going to come through? And he's going. He is leaving us. Okay. Casey McAteer, a bid has come in from Crystal Palace. And I negotiated it. They bid, I think it was about 10 million. He's worth about 8 million. They bid 10. And negotiated it to just under £13 million. And they said, yeah. So, for someone that's not really appeared from us, I'm pretty sure we've made a profit on him. Casey McAteer is no longer a part of this squad. Which means, actually, I am now a man short. And we've had an offer for Firmino as well. From Villa. Oh, wow, okay. Oh, and it's money that I would accept as well. If they offer top end. Our transfer window might just be about to just capitulate in front of our eyes. Oh, no. I mean, Villa finished above us last season. It's a bigger club as well. Oh, this is horrible. This is horrible. I mean, I'll try and go for top end. If we could get almost 30 million for him, considering I think we got him for 6 or 7 million. That was what the director of football said we could get. Oh my God, he's going to do it as well. We might be about to lose our 17 goal a season striker. Oh, okay, this window is livening up in the final hours. Please get this deal done early so that I can go and replace people. Oh, and now a bid from Chelsea for Alvarez. Oh no, again, it's money that I would probably accept. But again, it would have to be top end. Why is this happening now? It's Chelsea. I can't say no to Chelsea. Oh, no. Mr. Pochettino waiting anxiously for my answer. Oh, okay. Might not happen. Only if we get top end are we letting Gaston Alvarez go. Oh, I don't think it's going to happen. The tension is already very high. It's not the end of the world if we don't lose Alvarez, considering we're already on the ropes with the squad as it is. No, that's fine. Okay. Right, come on. There's what, 3 hours left? Come on, Fernandinho, make the decision. Oh, fucking West Ham. I'm saying no now. Nino needs to go now. He needs to go now. He's going. He is going. Fernandinho is gone to Villa. Oh my God. We've got an hour. We've literally got an hour. We need to do this now. Oh my God. I feel sick. I feel sick. We should have a fair bit of money in the coffers though. Right, with an out. As if this episode didn't need spicing up anymore. Right. Okay. So we have 2 hours, no, an hour to sign 2 players, really. We've got 52 million to do it. Right. That's not a bad chunk of change. Right, let's go shopping, shall we? Signing number 1 is in. And despite the fact we've sold a winger and a striker, we've bought in a central midfielder. But you will see why. Lewis Miley, we brought him back from excursion at Villarreal, the 20-year-old, for almost £17 million. Yeah, 20 years old, can play anywhere in the midfield 3 of centre mid, defensive mid, or cam. But my thing, you'll see a lot of the options returned from previous, but we considered all positions. So we've got CDMs on there, as you can see. Wingers, just a whole host of wingers, the other centre mids we had in there. But my thinking was, I don't need these guys anymore, even though I've had them on the shortlist already before today. My thinking is, we play, and the good thing as well about him is he was happy to accept a rotation contract. Signed him up for 4 years, but that is just beautiful. We can push Asprilla to be a winger. That's what he came in as naturally when we first signed him back in season 1. We've just put Yasser Asprilla back out as a winger, and Miley can take one of the centre mid spots. Absolutely superb piece of business. That very happy with that to get Lewis Miley, an English player as well. So very nice. Right, we need a striker with £34 million. Let's see what we can't conjure up. Just as I'm looking at strikers as well, no wonder Fernandinho opted to move. They're paying him 74 grand a week. And he would have been earning, what, 30, 35 with us? Madness. Well, it was a struggle to get this man through the door, but we just squeaked it through in terms of negotiations. He swapped the blue and white of Real Sociedad for the blue and white of Sheffield. It's Umar Sadiq for £12.4 million. And he's, well, considering he's 29, that's the one downside. It's hard to find a bargain, certainly when it comes to strikers. Yeah, he's 29. He's coming on a 2-year deal. We're paying him 45 grand a week. We've had to up our wages. He was being paid 32 grand a week. He wanted like an appearance bonus. I said no. So then he upped his wage amount to like 55 grand a week. Managed on the last negotiation, tension was at red, like the minimal bit. Offered him 45 grand a week and a healthy signing on bonus. And he took it. Those were my other options. As you can see, all aging really. Iheanacho would have been a too bad option. Martial is there at Marseille. Tony Martinez and Timo Werner. He has one that interests me, Timo, I must admit. But we've gone for Umar Sadiq. And he's a bit of a blend of Fernandinho and Ike Ugbo. And I'll show you what I mean, because, well, he's coming, he will be the number 9. That is not a problem. But if you have a look, he is He's 6'4", but he's pretty quick. So I think that's not. But he's got 80 finishing as well, 85 shot power. He's a threat in the air. He's got the finesse shot trait, which you love to see. Yeah, that's not a bad signing as far as I'm concerned. And we've done it fairly cheap. We've still got 19 million in the bank for when January rolls around. But I think we need to just get this deadline day over with. I've been recording this episode for 2 hours and 20 minutes. This is going to be a long-ass video. But let's have a quick look at the big transfers that happened this year then. As you can see there, right. So the biggest deal of the window, not too big at all. Kirkju to Juventus for, well, they've spent £164 million on Kirkju and Delict. Not bad. Boniface to Milan for 80. We saw this Brahim Diaz deal. Bremer to Bayern. So they've got in their Delict replacement for 79. Raspadori to Leverkusen. Udogi to Atleti. Klozek to Atleti. Leonardo to Wolfsburg. Openda to Juve. They're spending big money. Brian Brobby to Villa. So they've brought in another striker as well as Fernandinho. So they've got Alvarez, Jonathan David, Brobby and Fernandinho as strikers. That's mad. Bakayoko to Valencia. Garnacho to Villa as well. My word. Dybala to Leverkusen. Vitinha, Villarreal. Mattis Tell to Brighton. Nicola Jackson to Dortmund. Garcia to Atleti. Antonio Silva to Lazio. Pepelu to United. Van der Ven to Nice. Simon to Leipzig. Reece James back to Chelsea from Napoli. Sudakov to Sociedad. Barcola to Nice. Paqueta to Marseille. Lloyd Doyce from Leicester to Dortmund. Pellegrini, wow, was massive for United last season. Has gone to Inter. Kasuna to Wolves. Marlon to Juve. Juve really spent this summer. Coman to Sociedad. Adli to Wolves. Okafor is there. Hjulmand to West Ham, the man that scored the belter for Denmark in the Euros against England. Livramento to Leipzig. Any big one? Well, Premier League's top goal scorer has gone to Nice as well. Cancelo to Napoli. Lookman to Brentford. Okay, David's gone. I looked at loaning this guy in, but it wouldn't let me because Barca had just signed him. Sangari to Liverpool. That's a good, somewhat realistic signing as well, actually. I quite like that. Right. That was Breathless. My word. We have a look at our... They're not quite ready to change positions yet, but some growth out of a couple of players. So, yeah, my word. What a transfer deadline day that was. Right, as if that wasn't enough. We looked earlier in where we were in the league. So, we're sitting in 10th. Or 11th now. Right, in terms of what is to come in the next episode, just 3 games. Okay, well, we'll play all of those then. We start with a home game against Southampton, an away trip to Fulham, and then to end the episode at home against Man United. Let's see if we can go unbeaten against Man United again this season. But, yeah, that was pretty breathless. I need a drink. And I need some lunch as well. But if you did enjoy this episode, make sure you pop a like on there for me. Subscribe to the channel. And I will see you for the next one.